Okay, so my overall feel of Fight for It. Again, good job to the team, good job to the staff, to the fight promotion. And real quick, I just want to kind of run down some things that stood out. I thought the Kaz Ivanov fight with Brent Childress was a good fight. I saw where Brent talked about he didn't get the result that he wanted, and yeah, everybody wants to win, but I thought he fought a good fight. I want to talk about the Taylor family, Mason and his dad, Papa Bear. I was honored that Papa Bear took his nickname from an article that I wrote about him. That was super amazing. That really made me feel good. Want to talk about the fight with Aaron Castro and Ahmed Kamis. Come on, Kamis, man. I'm trying to like you, but you gotta fight, man. You gotta fight. You get ahead. Every fight I watch you where you lose, you're ahead. Or in this particular case, the fight was a draw, but you were winning the fight, and then you take your foot off the throttle, man. Come on, man. I like your style. I like Castro's boxing style too, but man, you're winning the fight. Don't take your foot off the throttle, man. You're so much better than what your experience reflects. You're not an even fighter. Who else? Of course, Brent Williams doing his thing with his boxing, and I told Brent, I said, man, you keep fighting like that, I'll never write a negative thing about you ever again, because between him and Castro, their boxing styles are perfect for MMA. And maybe Fight for It does something a little funky and put those guys in a MMA boxing match, or let them do kickboxing with just the gloves on. I think those two guys styles right now just make some really good, interesting matchups. And I know the weight classes can be different, but I'm just saying if you come to a catch weight where they can train and get stronger at that catch weight and have some fun with it, that fight would be a draw between those two. It would be an amazing draw. People would turn out for that because you have two guys stylistically that can go, and you have two guys that are always trying to finish the fight. And to me, I would turn out for that just as a fan. I don't even have to commentate that one. That's just a fan-friendly fight. I have to see it in person myself on the local level, and I say that works because you haven't seen it. I think the more you put things on that people haven't seen, I think more people are going to turn out. The combat jiu-jitsu this time around, people were hitting a little bit more than I remember. So maybe down the road, we're going to see more people hitting one another in the combat jiu-jitsu. That makes it interesting. I know that Leslie said you couldn't use the closed fist to the body, but maybe you could throw some gloves on, or maybe we can adopt the rules for the pancration and let guys do that, a modified version of that for adults, where they do some type of stand-up and then all jiu-jitsu on the ground. I think that would be good. And I know every state has different criteria for what you can do and what you cannot do, so I'm not gonna buck the tiger there, but if there's room to do it, man, I say why not? Go for it. Let's see. I thought Dylan on the mic, on the broadcast commentary part, thought he killed it. I just like, I don't know. It's not even work when I'm working with Dylan. It's all toss-ups and slam dunks working with him. I don't feel like I have to be so technical with everything. Just a guy talking, like two guys kicking back, having a few brewskis and talking about MMA. And that's what I like. I really don't want to get so technical that I see a lot on UFC broadcasts where sometimes depends on who it is, where they just have to argue with one another about who's smarter or who knows more MMA than the other guy. And I think that's a mistake. I think you turn off the real fans. It's all good, because everybody's not looking at the same thing all the time. I'm not always looking at the defense, and Dylan's not always looking at the offense, and we're taking a position and we're gonna die on that hill. You vary what you're looking at. Sometimes we're watching a guy's footwork. Sometimes you're watching the guy's mental responses to how he engages his opponent. So it's tons of things in a fight you can watch, and you both can be right. You both can be right. So I thought Dylan was great in that aspect, and I think that's just a synergy between he and I. And as long as we work together, we're gonna keep that going. Jason just makes things so easy. Working Jonathan makes things so easy. Leslie, Marcelo, sometimes I don't know if they're just that way or if I'm the mad coach and they say, hey, go do what I walk in and and Marcelo just gives me a VIP pass and says he can go anywhere. And although I don't ever take advantage of stuff like that, but it just feels good to know that I'm welcome, and they just make things so easy. Whatever I need. I didn't do a lot of behind the scenes stuff like I did the last time. I wanted to, but I won't lie, I was just a little tired going in, having back-to-back events, whether I'm coaching a fighter, training a fighter, or whatever. So the last 3 weeks have just been somewhat busy for me, and I'm gonna dial it back this coming up week. So overall, good show. I like the kickboxing a lot, but here's a problem, Marcelo. Whatever happened to the Rick Davis Kickboxing Invitational? Whatever happened to that? You should run that like they do the K1 and the Glory, where you your opening rounds you do 3 rounds, and then the championship round you do the 5-round fight. A tournament all in one day, especially if they're gonna wear the gear, they're not getting hurt. They can do a tournament. It would be interesting. It would create drama. Hey, look, I am Coach Sess, and you've had words with the Mad Coach.